University of Mumbai, Mcom Sem 4 Indirect Tax Question Bank Solution. Question related to calculation of tax liability, Part 5. Question number 4. Indian Bank gives you the following information related to Malad branch for the month of November 2021. It has informed that it has exercised the option of availing 50% of ITC as per section 17(4). Value of taxable supply of service. Value of transaction is 15 lakh. Value of assumpted supply of service, value of which is 7,50,000. ITC available 1,15,000, 1,50,000, that is total 2,30,000. Then we have gift given to client, which is included in the input credit tax. Okay, so it is 4,200. Then good written off due to poor quality is comes to 6,000. Okay, so this is included in ITC available. So now see here, first transaction is about taxable supply of service, so we are going to include it. Here they have told us to calculate the net liability of Indian Bank. So value of assumpted supply of service we are not going to take because it is not taxable. The next is ITC available. Here it's 2,30,000. Then we have the which is include the gift goods and good written off. So we are going to deduct that. We are going to deduct it. And why we are not taking this assumpted supply? Because we are calculating the net amount of a tax. We are not calculating our aggregate turnover, so we are not taking the assumpted supply in our tax liability. Okay, so tax liability on supply of service is 15 lakh into 18%. So GST rate here is 18%. So 1,35,000 in CGST and SGST 1,35,000. Then we have a input credits. Okay, so here the information is given. It has informed that it has exercised the option of availing 50% of ITC as per as section 1740. So we will less input credit, that is 2,30,000 minus 4,000 4,200 minus 6,000. Okay, so here you will get your amount, and then you have to take the 50% of it, and half percent will go in CGST and half percent will go in IGST. So if you do the calculation, your answer will be 54,950, 54,950. Okay, and once so less input credit you have to find, and then after deducting this input tax credit, you will get your net tax liability, which will be 80,050. So 80,050 in CGST and 18,050 in SGST. So this will be the solution of your problem sum. It's very easy actually. Just you have to you have to take the taxable supply and you have to take the 80% of it. Then the value of assumpted supply of service you are not going to include. Then ITC available is 2,30,000. It's include the gift given to clients. Then it's also include good written off due to poor quality. So you have to minus it. Then you have to take a 50% of it, and you 50% amount will go in CGST and 50% in SGST. And then you have to do minus it from the tax liability of supply of service, and then you will get your final answer, that is 80,050, 80,050. So this is the solution of your problem sum number 4. Now let's see the problem number 5. Okay, from the following information supplied by Mr. Sagar, compute his value of taxable as well as non-taxable supply for the month of May 2022. All amount are excluding GST if rate is 18%. So following are the particulars. Personal coaching charges received from cricket tournament 16 lakh. Room rent by hotel for customers rupees 1,000 per day per room 1,60,000. Rent from resident dwelling used for a residential purpose. Okay, so this way we have following particulars. So let's move to the solution. You have to copy this particulars and amount as it is in your solution, and then you have to see whether it is taxable or non-taxable. So in the solution, you will add two more columns, that is taxable supplies and non-taxable supplies. Okay. So mm, yeah, you will add taxable supply, non-taxable supply, and taxable liability. So three columns you have to add. Okay. Uh, in taxable liability, you will take out the what is will be the tax liability on it. Okay. Now see, personal coaching charges received from cricket tournament. Yes, this is a taxable supply. Okay, so you will put your 16 lakh. Then we have 16 lakh, and you have to take 18% GST on this. That's why your tax liability will be 2,88,000. Okay. So personal coaching charges received from cricket tournament is a taxable supply, and 18% GST will be there. So your tax liability will be 2,88,000. Next condition is room rent by hotel from customer rupees 1,000 per day per room. Okay, so it is also taxable supply, because if room is rent for rupees 1,000, if it is less than 1,000, then it is not taxable. If it is 1,000, then you have to pay the tax. So it is 1,60,000, and tax liability is 28,800. The next is room rent from resident dwelling used for residential purpose. Okay, so your rent from resident dwelling used for residential purpose is there, so it is non-taxable. Okay, it is non-taxable. So you will put it in the non-taxable um, column, which is 5 lakh. Then salary received from employer, this is also the non-taxable. Then amount received on withdrawing money from bank, this is also non-taxable. Sale of software, is this is taxable. So 2 lakh rupees you will put in the taxable supplies, and you will take 18% of it. So 18% of 2 lakh 36,000 will be tax liability. So you will write in the tax liability column. Then you have royalty from temporary transfer of trademark. Okay, so royalty from temporary transfer of trademark is a taxable supply. You will put 5 lakhs in your taxable supply. Then then you have to take 18% of it. So 18% of 5 lakhs will be 90,000. Next condition is commission on sale of wheat. Commission on sale of wheat. It is a not taxable supply, as it belongs to the agricultural product. Commission on sale of wheat is non-taxable supply, non-taxable sale. Okay, so commission on sale of wheat is a non-taxable supply. Then we have a trading in mobiles. Okay, trading in mobiles is also taxable supply, and you will take 80% of 2 lakhs, so you will have your taxable liability as 36,000. Then you have amount received on cultivation of ornament flowers. Okay, amount received on cultivation of ornamental flowers. Okay, so it is a non-taxable yeah, non-taxable supplies, and it will come in the non-taxable column. Then you will total your taxable supply, non-taxable supply, and total tax liability. So this will be your solution for a question number 5. Then let's move to the question number 6. So this is your question number 6, where you have to calculate the taxable and non-taxable value of goods and service, and also GST liability of Mr. Navnath for the month of March 2022. If rate is 18% exclusively of GST. Okay, so receipt of our running training center of cricket 5 lakh, postal coaching receipt 4 lakh, a building was lent out, educational body 6 lakhs, a building lent out to control office 5 lakh, vacant land was let out of the horticulture 1 lakh, professional advice given to a friend 2 lakh, salary received from employer 7 lakh, amount received from on withdrawal of money from bank, amount received on hire of car 2 lakh, sale of rice on commission basis. Okay, so in this problem, sale of rice on commission basis is there, and in the last problem we have a sale of a wheat. Okay, now see what is the uh, in this, what will be the taxable and non-taxable, and we will receive, we have to take the 18% GST. Okay, receipt for running training center of cricket. Okay, so our taxable supply, it will come in your taxable supply. So amount is 5 lakh which you will put here, and you have the GST tax liability of 18%. So 5 lakh 18% is 90,000. Then you have a postal coaching receipt 4 lakh. Okay, so postal coaching receipt 4 lakhs is a taxable supply, and the tax liability will be 18% of 4 lakhs, so it is 72,000. Then next condition is a building was lent out for educational body. Okay, building was lent out on educational body. It is a non-taxable supply, that is 6 lakh. Okay, this is a 6 lakh amount will come in the non-taxable supply. A building was let out educational body. The next is a building let out to commercial office. So it is obviously a taxable supply. So tax liability here is 90,000. Then vacant land was lent out of horticulture. So here the vacant land is there which is lent out for the horticulture. So it is a non-taxable supply. So 1 lakh will come in your non-taxable supply. Then we have a professional advice given to friend. Okay, professional advice given to the friend 2 lakhs rupees. The taxable amount here is 36,000. So tax amount here is what? 36,000. Then we have a salary received from employer. Okay, the non-taxable supply is 7 lakh. Okay, salary received from employer. So non-taxable supply is 7 lakh. Then we have amount received from on withdrawal of money from bank. Okay, so which is 3 lakhs rupees. So amount received from on withdrawal of money from bank, the amount here is 3 lakhs. Then amount received on hire of car, 2 lakhs. Okay, so this is also the taxable supply. So amount received on withdrawal of money from bank is a non-taxable. Amount received on hire of a car is taxable supply, on which you have to take the 18% GST, that is 36,000. Then sale on rice on commission basis, taxable supply is 3 lakhs. Okay, so see, sale of wheat, okay, that is non-taxable, but sale of rice is on the commission basis. Okay, so 3 lakh is taxable, and you have to take the tax liability as 54,000. So you have to take the total of taxable supply, then you have to take the total of non-taxable supply, and total like tax liability will be 3,78,000. So this way you have to solve your problem sum number 5. Okay, then you have the next sum, sum number 7. From the following information, determine the taxable and non-taxable supply. Okay, so these are the following conditions. So we'll move to the solution. So as it is, you have to write all the particulars. Then you will make a 2 column, that is taxable supply and non-taxable supply. So here in this sum you have not told to calculate the GST, so we are not calculating the GST. You will just identify which is the taxable supply and which is non-taxable supply. So first condition is leasing of vacant land to cattle farm. So this is related to agriculture, so it will be a non-taxable supply. So amount of 5 lakhs will be in the non-taxable supply. Then basic mail service by post office. Now this is a basic mail service which is non-taxable, and the amount of 3 lakhs will be in the non-taxable supply. Then development and designing of software. Okay, development and designing of software is a taxable supply, and 10 lakh rupees will be in the taxable supply. Then rent received for hostel for working women. So the amount is 3,60,000. Okay, so rent received from hostel from working women is 3,60,000. Then remuneration received as a member of parliament, this is a non-taxable supply. So this 7,90,000 will come in the non-taxable supply column. So if you do the total of this taxable supply and non-taxable supply, you will get your amount 13,60,000, and in the non-taxable supply you will get your amount 15,90,000. So this is your solution from problem number 7. Then next, From the following information, determine the taxable and non-taxable supply and compute GST liability given the GST rate is 80%. So we have to find out taxable supply, non-taxable supply, and we also have to calculate GST liability, which is 18%. So first condition here is allow to use space of building for placing vending machine. Okay, so you are giving the space of building for vending machine, so it is a taxable supply. So GST rate applicable here is 8%, sorry 18%. So 5 lakh 18% will be 90,000. Next condition is a building was let out to Homi Baba High School. Okay, so it is given not to the particular education body, but it has given to the particular school. So it is a taxable supply. So 6 lakhs into 18,000, 80, sorry, 18%, your GST liability is 1 lakh 8,000. Then you have annual fees on debit card. Okay, annual fees on debit card. So taxable supply here is 1,50,000 and your GST rate will be 64,800. Sorry, 27,000. 1,50,000, 18% is 27,000. The next condition is rent for safe deposit locker. So rent for safe deposit locker is also the taxable amount, and the amount here is 3,60,000, and you will take 18% as your GST. So your GST will be 64,800. Then normal room let out at a declared traffic of rupees to 1,200 per day with a discount of 300. So tax supply will be 5 lakhs and GST amount will be 90,000. So once you have to do the, so see earlier there is no non-tax liability supplies, all are taxable. So we will do the total of this taxable supply, which comes to 13 lakh 60,000, and your GST liability is 3 lakh 79,800, and in non-taxable you don't have anything, so it will be nil. So this is a solution for a problem sum number 8. So in the next part, we'll do a next problem sum. Till then, please subscribe and click on notification bell icon. Thank you.